Once upon a time, there was a very lazy old man and woman. They were too lazy to do anything and would just stay inside the house for days. But one day, they were casually scrubbing their bodies, and the red dirt started to fall off of them. The old man and woman found this amusing. So they rubbed various parts of their bodies, tightly rolling them together with the previous one, rubbing them again to bring out the red dirt and sticking it back onto the previous rolled piece. And so on until they had all become one lump, and the old man, feeling a bit mischievous, tried to make it into the shape of a little person. As they looked at the little doll they had made, they somehow began to find it cute, and felt it would be a shame to throw it away just like that. So they placed the little doll they had made out of the red on the family altar, and clapped their hands without praying to anything in particular. Then, mysteriously, the doll on the altar suddenly shook its body, stretched out its legs, and looked around. The two of them stared blankly, wondering if they were dreaming. But then the doll on the altar met the grandfather and grandmother's eyes, and the doll jumped down, then stood tall in front of them. The grandfather, grandmother, and the red doll looked at each other in silence. But after a while the doll said, "Grandpa, Grandma, I'm sick." The grandfather came to his senses and, "Oh, I see. That's right. Well then, wait a minute." He ran into a neighbor's kitchen, and explained the situation, and got some vegetables and other things, which the grandmother cooked and fed to Akataro, the red doll. The village where they lived was very poor and it was hard to survive from day to day. But everyone was kind-hearted, so they quickly gave what they had to the old man and woman for the hungry child. Akataro happily ate everything, and the old man and woman, watching with squinting eyes and amusement, suddenly noticed something. It seemed that every time Akataro ate a bowl of rice, he grew one bowl's size larger. After a few days, Akataro had grown considerably, and one day he said to his old man, "Grandpa, I want a metal club. Give me one." The old man and woman wondered what he would do with a metal club, but since Akataro had been brought to life by God, there must have been a reason for it. So they went to the village blacksmith and asked him to make a metal club for them. The blacksmith knew what had happened and shared the same thoughts as the old man and woman. So he made the iron club himself and gave it to Akataro. Then Akataro said goodbye to his old man and woman and the other villagers, put on the red kimono that his old woman had made for him, and left the village by himself, with his iron club on his shoulder. From then on, the old man and woman prayed to God every morning and evening. Please let Akataro be safe and return in good health. The two of them worked hard, plowing the fields and selling the crops they produced, so that Akataro would always be ready when he returned hungry. 3 years passed, and one day, Akataro returned, much bigger than when he had left. After Akataro went out into the world, he used the iron club he had brought with him to defeat many demons and help various people in their troubles. He grew bigger and bigger thanks to the food he was given as thanks each time, and returned home, looking completely different and with treasures and money as thanks. But his body was still red. The old man and woman were overjoyed to see Akataro, and invited the villagers to celebrate in a big way. They all drank and made merry, and were surprised and laughed at the stories Akataro had told them, and had a great time. As the night drew on and the villagers left, the old woman told the old man to take a bath with Akataro to relieve the fatigue of his long journey, and the old man replied, "That's a good idea. Akataro, you must be very tired after your long journey. Come on, let me wash your back." Akataro thought for a moment, then said, "That's right." And the two of them got into the bath that the aunt had heated, with Akataro washing and rinsing the grandfather's back first. Then the grandfather washed Akataro's back, and poured hot water over him from above. Akataro quickly dissolved into the water and was completely gone. The grandfather and grandmother were very flustered and shocked, and regretted having put Akataro in the bath, but Akataro would never come back. Although it was very lonely and sad that Akataro had gone, the grandfather and grandmother were able to work hard. Thanks to Akataro, and with the lot of treasure and money that Akataro had brought back, they shared it with the people of the village. And the two of them continued to work hard and live healthy and happy lives after that.